Hey, I'm Jane, and this is video 3 in the Build a Mighty Network series. Now, in the first video, I gave you a tour of a default Mighty network and got you oriented. In the second, I told you how to customize spaces and collections and add new ones. And today, it's my favorite, we're going to do some basic branding. This is also where you're going to get to know the super easy admin side of a Mighty network a little bit more, which you can find right here. Now, when you first open it up, it's going to default you to this Get Started checklist. You might see different things here depending on if you're on your free trial, if you're on a business plan, if you're on a Path to Pro plan. But what I want to call your attention to is there's going to be a branding guide. This is super, super helpful. It's going to have some awesome resources. It's going to have some free Canva templates. I've used them and some other free tools we have here. And for this tutorial, I have some branding items ready to go. So first up, let's talk about our imagery. And I can see that under network branding and imagery. Now, when I first got started with Fresh Veg, I told Mighty Co-Host who I wanted to bring together, and they created some awesome imagery, some logos, some photos for me, but I want to switch it up. I could use Co-Host to suggest another image, but I actually have a cute design I want to use. So adorable. I mean, come on. If I wanted to upload a different logo for dark mode, I could do that, but I think my little guy looks great. Remember, your members decide if they want to experience your community in dark mode or in light mode. So it's nice to think about an image that works for both or upload a separate one. I'm also going to replace this suggestion for my primary image, and I'm going to keep things on theme here. Pretty cute. You do not want to include text in this image since it's responsive. So the text could get cropped on smaller screen sizes, or if you have a photo where you really want the focus to be in one area, again, things could get cropped off. So I'm using a repeating pattern, which works pretty great. I am going to save that. And right away, I can see my logo right here in the corner. Now, the other thing I want to adjust are these colors. Again, Mighty Co-Host has suggested something, but I have some ideas, and I'm going to click Advanced because I want to have a color palette for my network. The header color here is the most prominent. I'm going to choose a nice bright green. I could use the slider, but I used a free tool to actually generate a palette, so I have some hex codes I'm going to use. Awesome. I love that color. Next up, buttons and tabs. So this is also going to be the color for your polls and questions. And again, I have a hex code to use here. And I'm going to use this rosy pink. And you can see it's changing as I put it in, which is really cool. And finally, my text links and action items. How about the slider? Let's use the color. A sunny orange color. Oh, okay, this is actually great for you to see. So we will give you a warning if a color you choose isn't that great for accessibility, because you need some contrast here. So you don't need to be a graphic designer to figure this out. We are here to help you. Let's pick this orange, deeper orange. Great, and I'm going to save that. Okay, so let's X out. And you can see this is coming together. I'm going to refresh. Okay, I've got my logo. He's looking great. I've got my header color. And I've got, this is that orange color for host. And you can see my polls and questions are that awesome pink color. I am loving this. Okay, let's go back to our admin and our branding for one more fun thing, which is our role naming. So on a Mighty Network, you have unlimited hosts and moderators and unlimited members. You can invite as many people as you'd like in to help you run things or to join your community. And there's no extra cost as you grow your membership. Other platforms might charge you a fee per month with each new person you invite in, not on Mighty. And you get to decide what you call those people. You get to customize the names of them. So let's do that together. I actually like, for my community Fresh Veg, I like the idea of calling the people who run it hosts. It feels warm, it feels inviting. So I'm not actually going to change it to any of these or put in a custom one. Same for members. I think I'm just going to call people members, not students, not participants, and I'm not going to put anything custom. But moderator, it doesn't feel that right to me. And when I look at these, I don't see anything that resonates. So I'm going to make a really custom change here. It's going to be really simple. I'm going to call them mods. And you can see you change it so that wherever it shows up, it's going to make grammatical sense. Important. Your mods. I'm going to save that. Done. Okay, things are feeling very on brand in Fresh Veg, in my Mighty Network, but something is standing out to me, and it is my space logos. I think we can do better here, right? So I'm going to hit this gear icon and go to my space branding. Move me out of the way, bye. And you have the same options here, right? Color, imagery, and I'm going to go to imagery, and I'm going to change this logo. And I am actually going to use solid colors here. You can use whatever you like, but I'm going to use solid colors. Icons, emojis, they all work great because it's going to show up here on this small scale. You can see that. Use a nice green for my feed space. And again, I can choose one for light mode and one for dark mode. So let's save that. And I'm going to keep this on theme. I'm going to do it for the chat as well. So I'm clicking the three dots. I'm going to space admin. I'm going to space branding. And I'm going to upload the logo. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm keeping my spaces that are in the same collection in kind of the same color. So it's going to feel really cohesive. I'm going to do the rest quickly and come back to you. Okay, so you can see my left-hand navigation with the space logos updated. I've got my Start Here collection, my Connect, and my resources. So this pink color. So it looks really cohesive, really easy for people to kind of visually group things. Now, there's one more branding touch I want to add, and this is only available on our Path to Pro plan. So if you're watching this on a free trial of our business plan, think of this as a sneak peek into something you could add if you want to level up in the future to Path to Pro or even Mighty Pro, which comes with your own branded app. And that is a space branding banner. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. So first, let's do it in our feed space. So I'm going to feed space admin, and I'm going to go back to our space branding on imagery. And I'm going to move myself out of the way. So yeah. I'm going to scroll down to space header background image, and you have two display styles. I'll show you both. So first, let's do this fixed aspect ratio. This is great, as this says, for imagery with recognizable content. So I'm actually going to put some text here. And I have my banner made. Save. And then you can see at the top of my feed, I have fun, stay fresh, and just a little fun branding element. I have seen people use this for a sponsorship, right? They want to highlight the sponsor, to announce an event or a giveaway, to highlight a monthly theme they're doing in their community. There is a lot you can do here with this little extra touch. Now I'll show you the other kind of banner. Let's do it in our course space. So space admin, right here, we're going to go to imagery again, scroll down, and we're going to stick with this thin. So this is about adding a color, a pattern. I actually have something here that is a photo that I've cropped into this thin image. Save. Okay, let's go to our course to check it out. I love it. So it's just a little splash of color, just adds a little bit of interest to this space. And again, because it's going to be really responsive and change, I'm not going to have to worry about that image getting cut off or anything because I've made it a little bit more abstract. Gorgeous. And in the next video, I'm actually going to build out this course, so you'll start to see more visual interest appear on this page, which I am excited to show you. But for now, I am super happy with how this looks. Everything has come together beautifully. Hopefully your Mighty Network is coming together too. This just shows how a few little branding tweaks can really bring something to life. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.